Hello, it is
A stray
I.
animal has been reported. Arrangements must be made for transport to a shelter. Location, Northwest Forest Avenue.
Okay.
The drivers seem to be okay, but one of them is stuck inside their car due to the damage. Send in a firefighter to force open the vehicle's door. Roads must be closed to prevent further accidents. Police Patrol Car 2 has arrived at car crash at intersection and is awaiting instructions.
Okay. Welcome to Global Rescue. Last time
Traffic is now blocked.
Last time we were here, we had SWAT. Last time I was here actually. It didn't record for some reason. I don't know why. So we had an entire episode. Nothing big happened. SWAT was unlocked before then. We didn't have a thing for SWAT where we had to get SWAT involved because there was a drug lab, and that was fun.
A cat is stuck in a tree and needs to be rescued. Location, Northwest Yorktown Drive.
Yeah, what else is new?
The driver has been safely removed from their vehicle.
Okay.
A stray cat has wandered onto the caller's property. It needs to be placed in a box and taken to the animal shelter. The cat was lured into a carrier and will be handed over to the animal shelter.
I got there.
A traffic accident involving a cyclist and a car has been reported. Some of the people involved are trapped. Location, Northwest 163rd Terrace. The scene of the incident must be secured against oncoming traffic. The cat has been rescued. Roof tiles are threatening to fall onto the street from a residential building. Eliminate the hazard as quickly as possible. Location, Northwest Bethany Boulevard. The vehicle has caught fire and must be extinguished immediately. A cyclist was seriously injured in the accident. The person has been freed from the vehicle and now needs medical attention. Start recording the details of the accident. The scene of the incident was successfully secured. The fire was extinguished.
There, that's better.
Attention storm. Strong winds can uproot trees, damage gas pipes, and cause power cuts. A water pipe has burst in a residential building. Turn off the water and pump the basement dry. Location, Northwest Perimeter Drive. The injured person has received medical treatment. The hazard has been eliminated. The injured person has received medical treatment.
Okay. Alcohol control. Yeah, I think that. You can do with that. Where's that downtown area?
A smoke detector has reported the development of smoke. It must be checked whether a fire has broken out. Fire Engine 2 has arrived at water in basement after a burst pipe and is awaiting instructions. The water was turned off. Further damage was prevented. A person experiencing a heart attack was reported. Location, Northwest Lehman Place. A screaming neighbor has pulled the smoke alarm and must be arrested. The emergency responders entered the building and determined that it was a false alarm. tree is blocking a road and needs to be removed. Location, Northwest Chanticleer Drive.
Anyway, we have time. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do all this.
Emergency Ambulance 2 has arrived at Heart Attack and is awaiting instructions. Police Patrol Car 7 has arrived at Smoke Detector Triggered and is awaiting instructions.
And then let's take a look at the research now. So yeah, I said I wanted to do certain things when I was talking. I wanted to, and one of the things I wanted to do was max out fuel consumption in terms of reducing it. So we're gonna do that. And then I wanted to do automatically washing at 3 stars, and then I was gonna get into some other things, maybe like maybe some more SWAT speed control and things like that. So and such. So that's what's on the docket for future evaluations and such. I'm hoping that there's some more SWAT things, and like something I commented in the last episode that I didn't record was that if you have is that the developers are continually asking for
The person was given medical treatment.
for
The
content.
crazy neighbor was successfully arrested. The tree has been successfully removed and the road is clear again.
Anyways, so the developers are continually asking for content ideas from what people are playing, and I've been in touch. So if you have an idea and you think it make the game much more engagement or enjoyable or or new and fun, if this was added, please leave something in the comments or something, and I'll mention it when they ask for suggestions. Maybe it's been mentioned, maybe it hasn't been. I don't know which it would be, but I think, but no doubt developers would appreciate that, because because I can think, because I can only think that they would appreciate more engagement. I was going to expand this last time, but I didn't, because there was a point where they said, hey, where there was nobody to man the control desk. But I think I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think we're got 2 people, I think, at all times minimum. The dormitory is very good, so is the break room. So I think people are taken care of. You could have signed that before there because it's going to take a little time for the person, for the people to get out there and measure it. I mean, but you have kind of a downtime like this. It's always good to do something like this.
A person's smartphone was snatched from their hand and stolen. The thief must be caught quickly. Location, Northwest Perimeter Place.
They're already over there. Over out. Well, so they're already out there, so. I did alcohol control here because this is a huge neighborhood, so people are coming back.
During
Wherever.
preparations for a hunt, a shot was fired from a rifle. Location, Northwest Perimeter Drive.
Hunting accident?
Police Patrol Car 5 has arrived at stolen smartphone and is awaiting instructions. A small plane has crashed into a residential building.
Holy
The building must be
smokes.
checked for injured people. Location,
think?
Northwest Ridgetop Court. There are 3 people on the plane that need to be rescued. The perpetrator was successfully arrested. Neighbors report hearing cries for help coming from an elderly person in a nearby apartment. Speak with the caller and locate the apartment. Location, Northwest Claremont Drive. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, person search, residential building, and are waiting for new instructions.
Might have the fire department do it then.
Several people were rescued from the building and require medical attention. A stray animal has been reported. Arrangements must be made for transport to a shelter. Location, Northwest Bethany Boulevard. The injured have received medical treatment. 2 people need to be taken to the hospital. Emergency Ambulance 2 has arrived at Hunting Accident and is awaiting instructions. Police Patrol Car 7 has arrived at Stray Animal and is awaiting instructions. The injured person has received medical treatment. The passengers rescued from the plane have sustained serious injuries requiring medical attention. Police Patrol Car 1 has arrived at helpless person in their apartment and is awaiting instructions. The damage was documented. The door is locked and must be opened by the fire department using specialized equipment.
Yes, the fire department.
The person found has sustained minor injuries from a fall and also appears to be somewhat disoriented due to dehydration. They require basic medical care. Ambulance 2 has arrived at helpless person in their apartment and is awaiting instructions. A child was hit by a car and is now barely clinging to life. Emergency services are required immediately. Location, Northwest Tullamore Way.
Oh my god.
The person has received medical treatment. There is a horse on the road. Ensure that no accidents or injuries occur. The injured have received medical treatment. 2 people need to be taken to the hospital. The owners arrived with a trailer during the operation and loaded the horse. A caller reports a medical emergency. Location, Northwest Aberdeen Drive. The injured person has received medical treatment. The driver was distracted by his phone, resulting in the accident.
another alcohol control mission?
The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, check radar control, and are waiting for new instructions.
That's not something they can do? Okay. Then who does that?
The perpetrator was successfully arrested. Ambulance 2 has arrived at plane crash and is awaiting instructions.
Finally.
The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, medical emergency, and are waiting for new instructions. Roof tiles are threatening to fall onto the street from a residential building. Eliminate the hazard as quickly as possible. Location, Northwest Jocelyn Street. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, check radar control, and are waiting for new instructions.
Well, I'm not sure who's supposed to check that, but okay, I'll send just normal police.
Ambulance 4 has arrived at medical emergency and is awaiting instructions. The hazard has been eliminated. The emergency services cannot open the door. Call the fire department to open the door. A caller has reported a noise disturbance. The situation must be assessed on site and de-escalated if necessary. Location, Northwest Paisley Drive.
Okay, well, let's send 2 cops in case there's a need. Okay, so back to general. That's what I want. 60 points anyway.
person is having a severe heart attack and needs to be treated quickly. Police Patrol Car 5 has arrived at additional task and is awaiting instructions.
Okay, so it is the police.
The witness statements were recorded. The cause of the noise was identified and appropriate measures were taken. The patient has been stabilized and is now fit for transport.
Violation, and they can go home.
Attention, slippery roads, poor weather conditions can lead to more accidents.
Okay.
We've received multiple calls about an accident at an intersection involving multiple vehicles. Send officers to check the situation and direct traffic. Location, Northwest Bethany Boulevard.
Where is it? Oh, snap. It's like right there.
A minor accident occurred while parking. The damage must be documented and witnesses must be interviewed. Location, Northwest 4th Avenue. One of the vehicles caught fire. Extinguish it before it spreads. Roads must be closed to prevent further accidents. One of the drivers is in respiratory distress. Medical attention is urgently required. The fire has been successfully extinguished. Traffic is now blocked. The injured person has received medical treatment. One person needs to be taken to the hospital. A car and a truck have collided at a road intersection. There are injured people who need to be rescued and treated. Location, Northwest Country Club Drive Northwest, Clubhouse Drive. Diesel and oil are leaking from the truck. Police Patrol Car 7 has arrived at traffic accident involving a truck and a car and is awaiting instructions. An accident has been reported involving a public bus. The bus driver is trapped and needs to be rescued.
Oh my
Location,
gosh.
Northwest Dominion Drive. Several people have minor injuries. Several people were seriously injured and require medical attention. The witness statements were recorded. The leaking fuel has been successfully removed. Emergency Ambulance 1 has arrived at traffic accident involving a truck and a car and is awaiting instructions. The witnesses must be questioned about the circumstances of the accident. Ambulance 2 has arrived at traffic accident involving a truck and a car and is awaiting instructions. The damages were documented. The witness statements were recorded. people are injured and need to be examined and treated by paramedics. The bus driver was freed and requires medical attention. The 2 individuals were treated at the scene and do not need to be taken to hospital. A water pipe has burst in a residential building. Turn off the water and pump the basement dry. Location, Northwest Clubhouse Drive. The accident site was successfully secured. Emergency Ambulance 2 has arrived at traffic accident involving a bus and is awaiting instructions. The persons have received medical treatment. There is a fire in the kitchen of an apartment building. The stairwell is filled with smoke, and 1 person is missing. Location, Northwest Norwalk Drive. There are still some residents trapped above the apartment where the fire broke out who need to be evacuated. Explore the surroundings and provide feedback to the control center. Fire Engine 1 has arrived at water in basement after a burst pipe and is awaiting instructions. The injured bus driver received medical attention. Now the witnesses must be questioned. The damage caused must be documented. A 17-year-old girl reported hearing strange noises coming from her brother's apartment and fears he might be in danger. Location, Northwest Eugene Lane. The water was turned off. The injured have received medical treatment. 4 people need to be taken to the hospital. Neighbors report hearing cries for help coming from an elderly person in a nearby apartment. Speak with the caller and locate the apartment. Location, Northwest 161st Avenue. The damages were documented. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task exploration and are waiting for new instructions. The residents were successfully evacuated. Further damage was prevented. The fire has been extinguished. Begin investigating the cause of the fire. The witness statements were recorded. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, fire investigation, and are waiting for new instructions. Police Patrol Car 1 has arrived at suspicious noises from an apartment and is awaiting instructions. A group of onlookers has gathered. There is still one person inside the apartment. The officers questioned the 17-year-old. They could also hear the noises coming from the apartment. Despite knocking, ringing the doorbell, and calling out, the brother did not respond. The fire department must force the door open. The door has been opened and the apartment can now be entered. The rescued person requires urgent medical attention.
I saw that coming.
The crowd was successfully brought under control. The sister's concern turns out to be unfounded. The brother is fine and obviously in a great mood. He was having a good time with his girlfriend and simply didn't notice the world around him. The injured person could not be saved. Ambulance 3 has arrived at helpless person in their apartment and is awaiting instructions. Fire Engine 2 has arrived at helpless person in their apartment and is awaiting instructions.
Evaluation's coming up here. I'll open it up soon.
The front door appears to be blocked from the inside. A ladder truck is needed to gain access via the balcony.
Oh.
The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, gain access via the balcony, and are waiting for new instructions.
Okay, probably have enough research points now. You'd think so, yeah. Okay. We're gonna do speed control next, or the squad car. Maybe the squad car next. Unlock the luxury patrol cars that can carry more police officers at the same time. I'm not sure that's needed necessarily. Speed control, I think, will be next. Oh, they're there.
The patient was reached after the balcony door was opened and is now in critical condition.
Gosh, I almost think I should get another washing department because, holy smokes.
The injured person has received medical treatment. One person needs to be taken to the hospital.
speed controls next, okay. Star 7 lines been back good.
A stray animal has been reported. Arrangements must be made for transport to a shelter. Location, Northwest Lehman Place. Fire Engine 2 has arrived at additional task and is awaiting instructions. A cat is stuck in a tree and needs to be rescued. Location, Northwest Kaiser Road. callers found a dog. The microchip needs to be scanned. The microchip was successfully read. The dog was reunited with its owner in the neighborhood.
Yay. Okay. Next we're gonna go down the line starting with number 1.
The cat has been rescued. A caller reported hearing loud screams and thumps coming from an apartment building. Location, Northwest Somerset Drive. Multiple reports indicate that a vehicle has crashed into a residential house. Dispatch officers to assess the situation. Location, Northwest 159th Terrace. Police Patrol Car 1 has arrived at domestic violence and is awaiting instructions.
Where's the ladder truck? That should go there too.
The suspect is holding his girlfriend hostage and threatening the emergency responders. Police Patrol Car 4 has arrived at vehicle crashes into residential house and is awaiting instructions. Further assessment revealed a vehicle had rolled into the exterior wall of the house, causing minimal damage, which must now be documented. Roof tiles are threatening to fall onto the street from a residential building. Eliminate the hazard as quickly as possible. Location, Northwest Dominion Drive. The damage was documented.
Ladder truck. Swap. The hostage situation.
The hostage has been freed. The perpetrator must now be arrested. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task arrest perpetrator and are waiting for new instructions.
So SWAT to it then.
The perpetrator was successfully arrested. The hazard has been eliminated.
Well, that's that.
A caller reports hearing multiple gunshots nearby. Dispatch officers to investigate the scene. Location Northwest 160th Court.
Where's the shooting at?
A smoke detector has reported the development of smoke. It must be checked whether a fire has broken out. Location Northwest Spyglass Drive. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task check situation and are waiting for new instructions.
It's okay, the police are checking it out. Or the patrol officers are checking it out. Yeah, boy, SWAT can't. The cops do.
Attention, New Year's Eve. There will be more noise, alcohol, illegal fireworks, and escalations. Officers on scene have confirmed a shooting. One person has sustained injuries and requires medical attention. The witness statements were recorded. Multiple calls report a crowd of partygoers spilling into the street, turning hostile towards members of the public. Location, Northwest Somerset Drive. Fire has been detected and must be extinguished. A crowd of people has formed around the burning building. Several people have reported a presumably intoxicated person on a park bench. The person appears confused and disoriented. Assess the situation and provide medical attention. Location, Northwest Country Club Drive.
We'll get to that.
The injured person has received medical treatment. Police Patrol Car 1 has arrived at Rowdy Partiers and is awaiting instructions. A building is on fire and needs to be extinguished. Location, Northwest West Union Road.
Oh my gosh.
A crowd of people has formed around the burning building. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task check situation and are waiting for new instructions. Bring the crowd under control and issue a dispersal order. The crowd is now at a safe distance from the fire. The fire has been successfully extinguished, but the emergency services on site suspect arson. After questioning witnesses, suspects have to be arrested. The person is awake, oriented, and responsive. After a brief examination, further medical attention is refused. Police Patrol Car 7 has arrived at burning building and is awaiting instructions. Residents are still in the house and have to be rescued via a window using a ladder. The perpetrator was successfully arrested. Interview witnesses to file a report. The residents were successfully evacuated. The crowd is now at a safe distance from the fire. The crowd has been dispersed. The fire has been successfully extinguished, but the emergency services on site suspect arson. After questioning witnesses, suspects have to be arrested. The perpetrator was successfully arrested.
Boom. Okay, so that one. search. Okay, so we're not there yet. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm not worried about any of these vehicles running out of fuel at all.
We've received a report regarding a vehicle parked illegally on the side of the road. Please check the situation. Location Northwest Desert Canyon Drive. A truck have collided at a road intersection. There are injured people who need to be rescued and treated. Location, Northwest Perimeter Drive.
That area. That's where the next traffic control is going. To that particular location, because that place
A dog was left in a car that is getting hotter and hotter. Diesel and oil are leaking from the truck. The vehicle's owner is nearby. They are sober and aware of their parking decision. Choose what to do next.
Arrest them.
Ambulance 1 has arrived at traffic accident involving a truck and a car and is awaiting instructions. The leaking fuel has been successfully removed. The perpetrator was successfully arrested. The witnesses must be questioned about the circumstances of the accident. A cat is stuck in a tree and needs to be rescued. Location, Northwest Telshire Drive. 2 people are injured and need to be examined and treated by paramedics. The witness statements were recorded. The 2 individuals were treated at the scene and do not need to be taken to hospital. Fire Engine 2 has arrived at Dog Locked in Hot Car and is awaiting instructions. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, try to unlock a door, and are waiting for new instructions. An elderly woman reported that she couldn't get her husband back into bed. Location, Northwest Troon Drive. The dog was successfully rescued and tended to. The cat has been rescued.
I need a doctor. I've had this call before.
Emergency Ambulance 1 has arrived at assistance and is awaiting instructions. A car was reported to have crashed into a crowd of people. Location, Northwest 154th Avenue. The person was helped back into bed. tree is blocking a road and needs to be removed. Location, Northwest Telshire Drive. The situation has been confirmed and panic has broken out around the accident site. The perpetrator is armed and attempting to flee. Several people were seriously injured and require medical attention. The car is leaking fuel that must be removed. The leaking fuel has been successfully removed. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task arrest perpetrator and are waiting for new instructions.
Why not?
The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task arrest perpetrator and are waiting for new instructions.
Okay, fine.
The injured have received medical treatment. The crowd was brought under control. Now witnesses must be questioned. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task arrest perpetrator and are waiting for new instructions. A caller has reported a strange smell in their apartment. They suspect a leak in their gas installation. Check the situation and take action. Location, Northwest 165th Place. The danger zone must be cordoned off over a wide radius. The slightly injured persons received medical attention. The witness statements were recorded. The tree has been successfully removed and the road is clear again. The perpetrator was successfully arrested. Person has reported that their bicycle has been stolen. Evidence must be secured. Location, Northwest Forest Avenue. The assigned emergency services cannot complete the task, smell of gas in apartment, and are waiting for new instructions.
They can't? Why not? Isn't that like the thing they do? Unless I'm just completely off base. That's kind of how it goes. Yeah, what fire firefighters? They're there.
The danger zone has been cordoned off. The smell has been confirmed. Shut off the main valve of the gas supply. Multiple reports indicate that a vehicle has crashed into a residential house. Dispatch officers to assess the situation. Location, Northwest Audrey Drive. The gas was successfully shut off and the system handed over to a specialist. Police Patrol Car 5 has arrived at bicycle theft and is awaiting instructions.
Where is Perimeter Drive?
The perpetrator was found based on the evidence and must be arrested. The witnesses must be questioned. The perpetrator was successfully arrested. The witness statements were recorded.
And there.
Fire Engine 3 has arrived at vehicle crashes into residential house and is awaiting instructions. Further assessment revealed a vehicle had rolled into the exterior wall of the house, causing minimal damage, which must now be documented.
Is that it?
The damage was documented.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like way more important. That's pretty underwhelming. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna call it here. Thank you so much for taking time out of your Friday to watch Global Rescue. It's been fun. I'm assuming there's got to be more. Like I said, if you think that they should add any crazy things, or not crazy, you know, maybe routine things, or maybe add like a pro function where you just, you know, task your police cars to go out on patrol, you know, something like that, or you have scheduling or something like that. Make sure to comment that. And I'll put that suggestion. I think some of those suggestions that I just mentioned have been put in, but regardless, if they haven't, I'll check. And if you have any other ideas, if you think, well, actually, if you did this, it'd be even more epic, then you know, then leave it in the comments, and I'll suggest it through feedback. And you know, I mean, it can only help make the game better, right? Anyways, guys, make sure to hit that like button if you like the video. But also hit that subscribe button while you're at it too. It means a lot to me when you subscribe. For those of you who have subscribed already, thank you. It means a lot to me. Anyways, guys, until next time, my name is Rizzler, and it's the end of the watch.